Hello, wonderful interpreters, and thank you again for tuning in. I have great news from Perc to share with you about our legal complaint against the scheduling system in this video. But before we get to do that, I want to show you some of the highlights of the scheduling system implementation. Just 2 days into this, especially what interpreters have been reporting. Feel free to share this video and to pause it at any time. As you can see on this picture, this Spanish interpreter is not happy at all with the scheduling system so far, sharing this screenshot on one of the WhatsApp groups that we have in our community for LNI interpreters. Although the words are in Spanish, look at what this interpreter says at the bottom of the picture message. Quote, "I keep receiving this job order for an Arabic appointment. Wow. Hashtag, this is not going to work." Here you can see clearly the appointment says from Arabic to English. Here you can see that the scheduling system was sending interpreters to cover appointments in Spokane when they are located in Seattle, Yakima, and Tacoma, just to share a few examples. But these were not just isolated incidents. As you can see right here, independent interpreters turned to our WhatsApp groups to share their frustration and confusion since early in the morning yesterday, April 13th. On the first comment here, this interpreter received 27 requests from the scheduling system and did not accept any. On the second comment, this interpreter from King County was sent 4 times to Spokane, 3 times to Olympia, and 3 times to Sunnyside, hours away from their location, while everyone knows that LNI already eliminated mileage reimbursement for interpreters thanks to WFC Local 1671 leaders, because they feel responsible for managing state's money instead of looking out for the people they claim they want to represent. It looks as if LNI is now throwing this company into the fire while they're not quite ready to take over yet. But remember that LNI was also influenced by WFC Local 1671 leaders to do this, so they have been caught in the middle as well. To make matters worse, LNI continues to send what appears to be very conflicting announcements. Just earlier this morning, LNI sent out this one. Here it says that agency accounts will be deactivated as of May 15th this year, and that all in-person appointments must be arranged through their My Language Link Interpreting Works system. Seems to me that these policy decisions are made on the fly by LNI, because just last Saturday, on April 10th, Megan Lemon from LNI stated the overlap of the two systems would be from April 12th to July 1st. And just a couple of days ago, their contract manager responded to an agency owner and confirmed that while advance notice would be provided for any changes, they still didn't have a specific date to share. Just 2 days ago, people. My concern with this is that Megan Lemon was very clear during the training session on April 10th. Let me walk you through her statement, word by word, according to one of our sources. Here, she was asked this question, quote, "One of the vocational providers I work with was wondering if we had a grace period to work after April 12th because she wants to continue scheduling with me," end quote, obviously referring to new appointments after April 12th. Now, this is here Megan Lemon's answer. There is an overlap between the scheduling system going live and the way that interpreters have been scheduled currently. We're going to post an update next week, letting everyone know that July 1st is the date that everything now has to go through the scheduling system. So you have from the 12th of April until July 1st. Anything after July 1st has to be scheduled through the scheduling system. Well, this is very clear to me, guys. Well, the announcement sent out today does not mention any of this. Now, granted, the message was directed to agency accounts, but Megan Lemon affirmed last Saturday that the grace period would be ending in July 1st for everyone, mentioning an overlap with, quote, "the way interpreters have been scheduled currently," end quote. Today's announcement cut the grace period for agencies to May 15th, and several agency owners reached out to me right away, very frustrated, asking me why is LNI displaying this kind of hostility. So my question to you, LNI, is this: why not having a fair grace period for everyone until July 1st? What's the difference here? And this brings me to the great news I have to share from Perc about our legal process against the implementation. I know it's been stressful, so please grab some ice cream and get back here. We told you that LNI is breaking the law by implementing the scheduling system while the election process is pending, and they are prohibited by law from making any changes to our working conditions, wages, and the status quo before the process is over. We submitted a legal complaint with Perc that was pending, asking them to delay this implementation, and now the implementation has started. We submitted several complaints, allegations to Perc that amounted to 2 unfair labor practice complaints in one, so to speak, and Perc has now responded. Here, you can see that as of yesterday, April 13th, Perc sent us a decision letter letting us know that one of the complaints that we submitted needs to be amended if we want to continue with that specific one. Here, you can see that our interference allegation, where we complained about LNI changing our working conditions while the election is pending, just got through. Read with me the final paragraph here. It says, quote, "The interference allegation of the complaint states a cause of action under Washington Administrative Code for further case proceeding before the Commission." Now, here you see the other allegation where we complained about the scheduling system potentially increasing the number of providers in the LNI system and allowing WFC to benefit by flooding the system with their supporters. Perc is saying here that we did not provide enough facts to allege a violation for this one, but we were given the opportunity to amend or correct this one later, as you can see here. However, we decided to let go of this portion of the complaint for now to focus on the LNI interfering with our process and our working conditions by implementing their scheduling system, all in the middle of an election process. Because this is something that is causing harm to independent interpreters and agencies right now. And here's the end of the letter, where Perc made a decision to issue a ruling about the main violation here. It says a ruling will be issued concerning, quote, employer interference in violation of RCW and the WAC laws cited here, by failing to maintain the status quo concerning how interpreters are assigned appointments during the pendency of a representation petition, end quote. And just like that, now it's on. How do you like them Perc apples? Oh my gosh, this is really good. Yeah, I really like this. I like this Perc apple. Oh, hi, WFC Local 1671 leaders. Would you like a little bit of this Perc apple? No? Aw, I didn't think so. But you know what? I'll have all of it. In closing, we told you it's not over till it's over. I told you that this is not here to stay, and now the legal injunction to stop and delay this implementation is just around the corner. The reality is that WFC Local 1671 leaders compromised LNI by shoving their union wish list legislation down their throat, influencing them to make adverse changes while breaking the law. And now even my language link interpreting works is caught in the fire. But we, independent interpreters and language agencies, are the ones really suffering here. Not just because there is a scheduling system, but because They are destroying our freedom as independent interpreters while deactivating and destroying valuable language agencies. It's time for you to get real now. It's time for you to take a stand and support the only movement that's actually delivering results since day one. We fear no one and we're here to stay. Now please, see the link in the description below for instructions to send us your signed card. Help this channel by sharing this video and subscribe to keep on getting relevant information for our interpreting community if you haven't done it so. See you in the next video. Do not lose hope. And as always, God bless.